Gamer, what's up with it, man? Trying to get this win, so hopefully we can get it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through. Also, if y'all wondering why the music not playing, it's because I got it turned down for copyright purpose. You know how YouTube be tripping. Just waiting for my opponent. I just sent him the invite, so hopefully he'll be joining soon. I have to rock out in the hall all white. And I'm already in the playoffs, but I think I'm trying something different, man. I'm trying the Las Vegas defensive playbook. So I'm gonna rock that out and see what they can do for me. So my opponent, his Wi-Fi crashed, so he just resetting the router. So hopefully he'll be able to join soon. So I'm just waiting on him for his Wi-Fi to reset. You gotta stop playing on that hotspot, man. The hotspot do you in every time. Every time. So I got some new abilities since the last time y'all saw me play. Jesse Bates, I got him an X Factor. His X Factor is universal coverage. Um, he got acrobat and tip drill, and I just put route technician on Jamal Chase and put slot-o-matic on him too. So I'm gonna have Chase in the slot tonight, and I'm gonna see how he do in the slot. So I change up some things in my playbook, especially versus man. So let's just see how that go. Shout out to Gamer. Gamer, good shit on your win today, man. You did your thing, man. I'm loving the defense, loving the offense you bring, man. That defense, man, that defense is something serious, man. In the playoffs, you're gonna be really a threat. Hey, don't worry, Gamer. Your secret's safe for me. I know what you do on defense, but don't worry. Your secret's safe. Brotherhood, brother. That's all right. Still waiting for my opponent, man. I guess he'll be joining soon, so I'm still waiting for him, man. Hopefully his router resets soon. I might have to send him another invite. Look like it. I'm still waiting on him. I don't know what's going on, man. Boy, look here, man. If y'all got prepaid Wi-Fi, pay your bill, man. Pay your bill, man. Pay for some more gigabytes or something, man. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't be relying on no hotspot, man. The hotspot is cool, but it's not made for type of games like this and streaming and stuff like that, man. Them prepaid kill you each and every time, especially T-Mobile prepaid, man. They prepaid its ass. Talking about 5G network, 5G my ass. I tell you that much. God damn. I could go downstairs in the kitchen and my shit still don't work.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It
use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to be incomplete.
I'm sure they envisioned a much better start to this game than they practiced all week. If they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try to get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
From the 41, Burrow. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered. Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bag play. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Inside handoff to Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved into combined 30.
Hey, for everybody that's watching, I'm not trying to run down the clock. He making me think, and it making me adjust a little bit longer. His defense is like top notch right now, so I just don't want to rush and make no mistake. His defense is just really good, so he making me think a little extra.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone. Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker with the extra point. Take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 31, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ojabo drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The Ravens had 10 and 5 to start.
Yeah, I got you, Gamer.
Pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they bumped the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Throw for Burrow, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On the draw is Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson from the shotgun. And oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Bengals drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mixon with a first down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throw. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And some room to run now. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie things up at 13.
Thank you, game. I appreciate you.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 3. Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Mixon trying to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
A give for Edwards running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, Aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Edwards, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Jackson dumps it off to Edwards, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Tucker's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to work. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate. Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they do. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory. They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward. So for the Ravens, they get an important win here.
All right, thank y'all for tuning in. As you can see, we lost. That man defense is something, boy, I tell you, boy, but it's all right, though. We'll get them next time. All right, y'all have a good night.